Breaking news. President Biden appears to have gotten lost once more, and who knows if he will ever find his way off the stage.
Has been lost before and had his dear wife to help him with chocolate pudding and a fresh baby wipe and a helping hand off the stage, but not this time.
Good morning. Oh, we're halfway through the week. Woo! Okay. Yeah. We got hey Common, how's it going? Got WTH and Jennifer in here. Asia Joe, how's it going? Yeah, we got a lot to cover this morning, so I figured, I would kind of start with something a little different this morning. Yeah, let's let's get a laugh in before we get into the news, the thick of things. I guess. Oh, let's move that over to here, I suppose. I thought this was kind of funny with the people's got their filters and all that stuff with. Let me go ahead and play this. This poor dog doesn't know what to think. What the heck is that? Poor dog. Poor dog. Okay. Here's the second funny before we get to the nitty gritty of things. And this guy's so amazed. Girl's going to do a magic trick for him. This poor guy's so amazed.
Watch the lemon.
How'd you? Where are the lemons are?
Poor guy. Okay. There's our laugh for today. Before we get started with the good stuff. And poor guy, I'm so amazed. Couldn't figure it out. Okay. You can just imagine. Here we go again. I know. Yep. Major U.S. Democrat donors threatening party over Biden. They're thinking about pulling out their donations and whatnot because Biden won't step down, and not looking good for the Democratic Party at the moment. There's still a lot of fishy stuff going on with the politicians and everything getting into their shenanigans, I'll put it that way. One of them is, which I'll show you in a minute here. But again, like I said, Democratic Party is not happy Uh, donors are on the verge of pulling out their donations and support and all that. So, but nothing can be done until he actually drops out, and we'll get to that in just a moment because there's a lot of information coming out of Washington right now. What, and when I talk about the fishiness going on, or shenanigans, or whatever you want to call it, judge in Wisconsin alters election law rules, identifying confined voters can now download ballot online. You don't even have to go and get them mailed now. You just download them. You realize what's happening. I don't see how, Republicans will get any votes in states like this. What? That's crazy. So anybody can download and vote for whoever they want. Don't have to have an ID, don't have to fill out no forms or anything. Just hit the download button, and you know how many times people are going to, you watch, there's going to be 3 times as many people vote in that state than there is in the state. I mean, you can already see what's going on here. This is ridiculous. How it should be mandatory, at least some way, to find out who's voting. Oops, I forgot to turn my phone off. I mean, it makes no sense. Just, you know how many times somebody can hit download and download a file to vote? Yeah, it makes no sense at all. Yay. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, let's do another little funny here, I guess. And I've seen this. Jill has been going out over and about, doing speeches and everything, while Biden just sits there. I kind of figured out what it is, though. Yep, exactly. That's what I said. They're going to have more votes come in than there are people in Wisconsin, and that's kind of what happened in 2020. Is all these votes, more votes than any other time. But anyway, this, like I said, Jill's been getting up on the podium and speaking for Biden. And I kind of figured out why now.
So, Principal Richardson, thank you for welcoming us here today, and Secretary Cardona and Mayor Bowser and Chancellor Fairby. Thank you for joining us as well. And for families across the country, the school year.
He got his ice cream. It's so easy. It's so easy to pick on him. Oh, it used to be, you remember in the newspaper, there used to be a section where they would kind of poke jokes at a president and stuff. They'd make his head real big and everything, and it was just like a little cartoon. I remember those. Chocolate chip. This here popped in my news feed, and I found it interesting that this is happening. Multiple Russian tennis stars withdraw from Paris Olympics. Ooh. Several Russian tennis players will not compete at this year's Summer Olympics in Paris, despite receiving invitations. The International Committee or Olympic Committee has confirmed. Oh, hey there, crazy.
Hey, sorry I was late.
When the Ukraine conflict began in February 2022, yes, it's still going on. Russia and Belarus, a key ally of Moscow, were banned from many international sporting events. In December 2023, however, the IOC decided to allow Russian and Belarusian individual athletes to compete in Paris Games under neutral status. But a lot of the Russian athletes are not going to the Olympics this year.
No.
So, yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people happy about that, but
Yeah.
it's going to say it's making a big statement there.
Yep.
Because they weren't allowing these in championships and different other things. Now all of a sudden it's the big stage, and oh, you can come now. Yeah, because that's more people from Russia that will be coming to these games and stuff and getting that money. So now it's like, oops, we may have messed up. So they're going to miss out on a lot of stuff here.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah,
hey,
they are.
Big Deeper, how you doing?
Hello, Garigi. Hello.
Yeah, so that's going to be a major issue going on, and a lot of people think, well, that's not a big deal, some stars and whatnot not participating and stuff, but you would be surprised as one of the major countries, because it's Russia, China, United States. Those are the major medal winners and whatnot. When you start taking those out, that's a lot of revenue they're going to be missing out on.
Sorry, I got dogs barking in the background. My neighbor's dogs are out. Sorry. It's always something, but they're not working today at the house, so that's good.
And of course, everybody's heard this. Trump sentencing postponed after Supreme Court ruling.
Yep.
Golly gee. Yeah. So after he got that immunity win, they pretty much have to postpone it until they figure out, where it goes through the courts and all that. I'm not up on the, following how many different courts it's going to go through before it,
right.
If it stands and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm not. catch whiff of it every now and then. I'm not like you. I'm not following every court and
Yeah.
knowing all that. So
Now I'm not really for the immunity thing, but in this case, I kind of am, just because of all the dirty stuff that's been going on to get him to not run this year. And yeah,
Yep. No, I agree.
I'm not for anybody to be above the law, and yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. But
Yeah. Yeah.
in this case, the odds are stacked against him when you have, you know, the Department of Justice, you know, FBI, and everything being forced upon getting rid of a candidate.
Yeah, that part's kind of, to me, it's like they're all twisted, you know, not right in the head to do something like that to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a pure witch hunt, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. If I sound stuff, I'm sorry.
I seen this this video, just a little clip, and I was just amazed. And you don't see this kind of, you know, craftsmanship anymore. It's all pre-made stuff and everything. And this guy hand carved this railing that goes down a curved stairway. I mean, the time and the knowledge of this guy is just amazing.
Those stairways are so
Let me
dangerous.
go ahead and play it. I thought this was amazing. Look at the angles and everything of this thing.
Wow.
Imagine starting with the piece of wood to do this.
Yep.
Look at that.
It's really good craftsmanship.
Yeah,
Really
I
good.
know it's not a big thing or anything. Just, yeah, one single piece of wood.
Not jointed, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a way that they do it. I've watched them do that too. Like the way
And
they
it's,
steam the wood and have to
wow.
move it, and it's a lot of time consumption just for that one piece.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's
Nice.
that's amazing stuff.
It is.
Somebody because that's a lot of skill. That's a lot of years putting into doing something like that. And most people might not think, oh, it's just a rail. For taking a single piece of wood, if it was just, you know, a straight piece of wood to where it was, but this is going down. It's got a downgrade and a curve. It just amazes me that there are people still skilled to do that stuff. And here comes the bad news.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Remember, I've been reporting on this for a good while. Lake, even Bigfoot had been reporting on this and everything.
Yep.
But here we go. Remember when I told you, I said, wait until somebody dies. And here we go. Man dies after H5N2 bird flu in Mexico. Minnesota reports first case in dairy cow. And this comes from the Who, has confirmed that a 59-year-old Mexican man with no known exposure to infected animals has died after infected with the H5N2 type of bird flu.
Yeah. Now they're really going to start pushing on that candy.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Yep.
remember, there's countries already offering it, and that's the key word, offering.
Offering, yeah.
Pretty soon, I hate to say it, but the way it sounds and the way it's building up, we may be seeing this as the next 2020 thing. And what's coming up in November.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why they're offering and not telling people to do it, because of the way that it went down last time.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. There's these pharmacy companies already know this is coming because they've gotten billions of doses ready to go.
Ready to go.
Other countries already have it, ready to go at a moment's notice. They've already said they've been working on it here. I'm sure it's already done ready.
Oh yeah, I'm sure too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mexico's Ministry of Health said the man who died in April was infected with the H5N2, but died from other underlying causes.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's Mexico.
Yep. That's just that right there just gives them, even though he had other underlying conditions, that gives them the push to offer it more.
Yeah, he had chronic kidney disease, type 2 diabetes, and high blood pressure, which contributed to his death, the ministry said.
Which people know that if you get any type of flu, with being all them problems right there, your immune system is down and you're going to get it. You can get it really bad.
Yeah, I mean, he could have had 10 kinds of cancer and everything, but it's still going to be that he died from well, we seen it, people stubbed their toe and fell down the stairs, and it was the 2020 sickness thing.
It wasn't me. I didn't get sick. I was
Hey, Vester, how's it going? Hey, What Life?
Good morning, What Life.
Yeah.
Hey, Jennifer.
It's one of those things that, I mean, it could have had something to do with it, but.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it definitely pushed it along because it made his other conditions probably worse.
Yeah.
And made him suffer from that. Yeah. But, we're not medical professionals or anything to completely say anything, but just to have it in there, that one extra illness in there, then it's pushing it. Yep.
Yeah, this is from April too. So why all of a sudden now that they're deciding, first death?
They did the same thing with the sickness too.
Yeah.
The other one, they waited for months to say that it was even around, or probably a year or two.
And here's the all 29 contacts test negative. So everybody that was around him has negative results of having it. So
morning, B.
this is what they've been, investigating stuff, trying to figure out why he had got this. He's not around animals or dairy
Yep.
cows or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I think they're going to use him. This is only my opinion. To me, it sounds like they're going to use that as a look. If he's had all these illnesses, people with the same illnesses or autoimmune diseases or whatever can get this real fast. So you need to get this on candy.
Yeah.
That's they're trying to do the scare tactic thing. Most definitely. Morning,
Yeah,
Dad.
and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this one, but I still find it's a good watch. Let me see if I can get that to pop up.
Great balls of fire. Jerry Lee, good morning.
Asking you a serious question. Not the slightest. That's pretty sad, ma'am. That really is. And it really shows who your allegiances are to. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
Who served this country myself, I want to make a comment about something that one of my colleagues who just left the room said. He made a reference to the former president of the United States and his family and their known business dealings in China and other places. I found it interesting because one of the biggest differences between the Trump family and their foreign business dealings and the Biden family and their foreign business dealings is that the Trump family actually owns businesses. They actually own hotels and resorts, okay? Pretty stark difference from what we're learning, what many of us knew, and now we're actually learning as the Oversight and Judiciary Committee actually get to bring in witnesses. The sad thing is for everybody in this room, everybody in this town, everybody in this country knows that if the FBI and our DOJ had the type of damning information, hard evidence, bank records, etc., on the money laundering that this president, his family have been up to the last couple years, and their names were Eric and Don Jr., we wouldn't even be having this hearing. You know why? They'd be in jail. And this is exactly the type of thing I was talking about, Miss Murphy. And this is exactly why so many of your colleagues have had enough and they've become whistleblowers. Miss Murphy, what do you think about that? So many of your colleagues have had enough. What do you think about the whistleblowers that just said, I can't do it anymore? I can't cover for the organization, the institution that I work for because I didn't swear an oath to them. I actually swore an oath to the United States and the Constitution. What do you think about that, ma'am? Do you feel like they betrayed the institution, or are you glad that they're up here?
Sir, I appreciate the question.
Long pause in the silence.
I'm
Very
proud
long
and I'm
pause.
happy that we live in a country where there's whistleblower protection acts and that people can come forward when they think things have been done incorrectly. Like I support the FBI. I think the FBI does amazing work.
Ma'am, I think they do some amazing work too. But I think we both know that its reputation is massively tarnished. And I think we're both glad that we have whistleblower provisions in this country. But I think if you weren't under oath and we weren't wearing these clothes and in this room right now and we were having a private conversation, I sure hope there's part of you that is embarrassed and disgusted with what the FBI has been up to. And I know the American people are. I mean, look at the movies growing up. You guys are in like every movie as the hero. When you were a little girl and you were watching movies growing up, did you notice that? Those cool blue jackets with the bright yellow lettering, the FBI on it. Was that pretty cool watching those movies growing up and those TV shows and now getting to work for this organization?
It's amazing to work for this organization. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is there a part of you though? Is there a part of you though that feels torn, ma'am? Like the whistleblowers that are coming up here now in droves that just say, I can't do it anymore. I didn't swear an oath to the FBI. Is there a part of you that feels torn or not at all? Ma'am, I'm asking you a serious question.
Another super long
Sir, I'm
pause.
very proud to work for the FBI. I think I stated that.
I know you are. That's not what I asked you, ma'am. I asked you if you feel
Cookie
torn.
cutter answer.
Not at the least.
Mm-hmm.
Not the slightest. Well, that's pretty sad, ma'am. That
Yep.
really is.
Very
And it
sad.
really shows who your allegiances are to. It really does. And as somebody who served this country myself, and I come from a very proud unit, the SEAL teams. I know that my allegiances are not to NSW, Naval Special Warfare. They're not to a SEAL team. And I am glad. I am so proud that we have men and women who see their oath to this country and they said, I can't do it anymore. I'm going to go try and straighten this out so that the organization that I love can maybe, just maybe, be turned around, quit being a partisan tool, and actually protect the American people, which it clearly is not doing right now.
Well said. That's all I
Very
can say.
well said.
Oh,
She had a brain scramble to try to figure out how to say it and what to say.
yeah.
Yep. Knowing that kind of question probably was going to come up,
Oh, yeah.
but she was caught off guard because the
Yeah.
pause was super long. It's just like, really, can you think? Hurry up, quick.
Yeah. The way he put it nice and calmly and everything. And it was like, yeah. And that's the problem with, and it's the same way Republican Democrat, that they're so set on their ways, on their parties and everything. It's that before,
Mm-hmm.
the Constitution, the United States.
Yep.
And
Sorry about the birds.
okay.
I'm in my sanctuary. No.
We have Biden holding an emergency White House meeting with Democrat governors Wednesday. So we shall see what happens. And Newsom's flying in to attend this. And guess what? Who's paying for this?
We are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Emergency meeting. So it doesn't really say what the meeting is or anything like that, but after the debate and everything, it's still the top thing, that debate. He had a cold, his makeup artist was did him wrong, and the lighting in the building threw him off, and
Yep.
he didn't sleep
Because it was
he even admitted to falling asleep during the debate, right there,
wow.
right on stage. He admitted it.
Wow.
So I just got done flying from here to there or whatever, and yeah.
I did notice, because when hubby comes home, then he watches the news, the local news and stuff, to catch up for weather and traffic for the next day. And I said to him, I said, look, Biden's become the orange man now. Every news segment now, from internet to local television stations in your own states, he's now tanned.
Yeah.
Doesn't look deathly ill anymore all of a sudden.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah, so this will be something to keep eye on and see what boils over from this meeting.
Yeah, that's going to be quite interesting. What time is that supposed to be today?
I don't know what the exact meeting is, but everybody's flying in to get the meeting done.
Oh, they're going to fly in to see the Hey, Mr. Poopy Pants show.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why they don't.
And reporter stopped Harris.
Yep.
And asked some pretty good questions. But I'll go ahead and I'll play it here.
And speaking about stakes, you just came out of a fundraiser. We know that many in your party have expressed concerns about President Biden's health. Just this morning, Congressman Doggett said that he's calling on President Biden to withdraw from the race, given that there's too much at stake to risk a Trump victory. What's your response to this?
Look, Joe Biden is our nominee. We beat Trump once, and we're going to beat him again, period.
Are you ready to lead the country if necessary?
I am proud to be Joe Biden's running mate. Thank you.
Thank you. And speaking about...
Do you really think that she is, proud to be the running mate, or do you think she wants to be the next and the first female president?
To be honest, I don't think she wants to be in anything to do with anybody, because she all of a sudden she's been like only here and there, and now all of a sudden because he's gotten disorientated.
There's already been video and stuff of her upset when he didn't step down.
Yep,
saying that she's in line. And whatnot,
because the plan didn't go exactly as timed.
Yeah,
quote unquote.
Yeah, everybody thought Joe would be fine. Yeah, his cold disappeared in that one day.
Gone the next day, because they said if he had that much energy during the next day's get together and speech and stuff, then he would.
I didn't hear him, sneeze or sniffle or cough or anything. Where besides the brain fog, I guess he said he had. Did he have of this cold?
Usually, when you have a cold, even allergies, you clear your throat a couple of times. You sniffle a little bit.
Yeah, I believe that too, because it's setting up to be a Big Mike or Michelle Obama's, they're going to be running together type thing. Yeah. And, this is, and I don't know who she is. Or I'm sorry, I'm probably not supposed to call her her, but
really,
yeah, this is excuse the language, because she's got a potty mouth, but this is the people who don't want Trump in office. They want it so bad. I'll here just. This says it all. This says it all for, that the other side. I'll just leave it at that. And again, sorry about the cussing. I wish I could beep out all of them, but I don't have that many beeps.
Done. I'm done. I'm fucking seriously done. The Supreme Court has pissed me off so much right now. Like, so much. Joe, you're a reasonable man. You don't want to do this, but here's the reality. This is a fucking war. This is a war now, and we are fighting for our fucking country. And these assholes are going to take it away. They're going to take it away. Fuck you, Clarence Uncle Thomas. Fuck you. Joe, you now have the right to take that bitch Trump out. Take him out, Joe. If he was Hitler and this was 1940, you'd take him out. Well, he is Hitler and this is 1940. Take him the fuck out. Blow him up. Blow him up, or they'll blow us up. Facts.
Obviously, she hasn't looked into the facts of who she's praising about.
Oh boy, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what we got here. And evidently, this is an actress. I have no idea who she is or any of that because I can't recognize
He, she.
her
Sorry, did I say that?
Behind that.
Did I say he, she? Whoops, sorry. Gariki.
Yeah.
Quick question: is Bad Dog from X? Because it's got like a little, not a YouTube. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Bad Dog.
It seems like a nice young man.
Oh yeah, she can expect a knock on her door. Yes.
Yeah, that's a threat.
That's a threat. Yeah.
You know, even if it's a past president.
Yep.
Woo. And that's not the only one that's doing this. There are celebrities. And again, I don't know. She's supposed to be as you know,
will be investigated.
an actress and whatnot. I don't know. But
who knows?
There's in the UK the BBC reporter or something saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I mean, to each its own on how you want to be, act, whatever, but to not do your homework on your politics and believe me, she, they are not going to support you after this. If they win again, they are not going to support you. You're going to get put down time, you know. If you're looking for support, that was the reeling for the last 3.5 years. You know, they reeled you in. They got you suckered. And again, I'm not a professional.
Yeah, I don't know. It's now
right.
I'm not for Biden, but I don't wish him no bad harm or anything.
Right. No. Don't wish anybody any bad harm.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I've been pretty ticked off, especially when I go to the store and have to buy groceries and stuff. And it's like, Biden.
I mean, if they want to, I mean, look, you don't see Republicans acting like that, like threatening people online like that. That's a complete threat to get it done, you know?
Yeah.
And it's been proven that most of the time is that it's been the Democrats that start the violence at the protests and stuff like that. So it's just keep on believing who you want to believe.
And that'll be the way out of it. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't real. I was just doing it for my
channel,
my fans.
Yeah, my fans.
I came across this and I thought that I mean, this is 100 years ago. Go ahead and blow this up and play this.
Even somebody that had a little bit of extra money to get that, you know, they still went out and they weren't as spoiled still, you know.
And days. It wouldn't be a stream without you know, this thing. Let me go ahead and blow that one up there. And there's multiple videos of this and everything, but I figured this was probably, I mean, how does one sit there and lie and try to cover up with somebody so much? I don't know. She needs a raise.
Morning, our cabin in the woods. Is that the bubble boy?
Hey,
The
Tony.
original bubble boy.
Get it? Why not release more about his medical, his physical and mental health? Why not?
What we have released has been very comprehensive. It has been. It has been transparent. And if you compare it, right, it has. We have put that out there. And, and we'll continue to do so, put that information out there. And MJ, I want to be very clear. I get the question that you're asking me, but this is also a president who has had a historic administration. He has in delivering on legislation, key policies. That is because with age comes wisdom and comes experience. And I think that matters as well.
Did Dr. O'Connor watch the debate?
I believe Dr. O'Connor traveled with us to the debate. So
did he have any concerns after seeing the
no,
president's
not at
debate?
all.
I have one more question I should for you.
Sure.
The campaign's theory of the case from the president staying in the race has been that the president has a better shot at defeating Donald Trump than any other Democrat. We have a new CNN poll that shows the vice president actually has a slightly stronger showing against Donald Trump than the president. So how does the president explain not passing the baton to his own 59-year-old vice president, given that kind of data?
So look, as you know, I'm constrained to speaking directly to your poll, and I get it. And I hear the question. I got to be mindful. That is something for the campaign, as you started saying, that what the campaign has laid out, their argument of the case, that is something for them to take up, and that is something for them to answer. What I can speak to is the president's record, what I can speak to, what he's been able to accomplish, and the things that he's been able to do and get done is actually in line with majority of Americans. And I think that's important to note. And again, I will say with age comes wisdom and experience, and that's certainly something that the president brings.
Oh my.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the some of the questions before that was, about, he's done such a good job and the majority of people know he's done a good job. And I'm like, how are you saying that? Because everybody in that room knows that he's messed things up. I know it's her job to do that. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Oh boy.
Goodness.
And yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. And here, let me get this other bit here. I have to sling it over here to this other side. Now you may think this. I don't know, and to me, this is probably somebody that would actually be voting for, Biden.
Morning, Gail. Just Kip.
And yeah, I'm just watching this now, and I'm wondering. I'm like, the money this person has, and I don't know how this person got the money or married to it or inherited it or whatever. But here, I'll go ahead and play it here. Oh, might help if I put it on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, she has her own Instagram and stuff too.
Really?
Look at my view.
Mm-hmm. What? Cardinal?
Yeah. Now I'm not dissing people who are rich or in everything, but to me that's way overboard. That's so
it's too much.
Way overboard. Yeah. Having all that stuff. I mean, just imagine how many people could get fed. How many people could get off the streets with just some of that stuff that's she may never even use. She put it on a top shelf and it'll be there forever. And yeah, it's I don't know. To me, it's like those people that get things and say, "Look at me! Look what I got!" They have to make themselves feel better, and that's you know kind of to bring religion into it. That this is what her reward is going to be. It's not going to be up in heaven. That's her reward, and once she's dead and gone, she can't take it with her. And that's the sad part about it. Yeah, it's all about that status.
Mm-hmm.
And this irritated me here. I'm going to play this one too.
Morning, heroic.
Where are this kid's parents?
Oh, the dog's watching them.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and play it.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the parents are staying way back there because he's running that way. You don't do that to an animal.
Oh man.
You don't.
He's real lucky that was a well-behaved dog right there.
Yes.
He stood there and ignored it.
Yep.
For a good while. And I was like, oh, you don't know how lucky you are, kid.
Oh my goodness, yeah, because once those jaws get on you and they lock,
oh yeah,
even dolls can't open them up sometimes. But I mean, come on now, watch your kids. Tell your kids no, that's a living thing. You don't beat on it.
Yeah.
Really. Right, exactly. B. Good thing the owner knows his dog well enough to grab it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he did have his dog off a leash, but dog was well behaved.
He was listening to his owner at first, and then enough's enough, and the owner knew too. The owner knew too.
Why are you letting your kid do that in the first place? Like, oh, it's so funny or whatever. Oh,
They expect other people to stop the child, but then when you do, like say if I was standing right there and I stopped the kid to do that, saying no, the parent would come up and say, "Don't talk to my kid that way." And it's like, well, why aren't you watching your kid? Your kid's face almost got taken off.
Yeah, well, I probably can't play this, but this is a thing going on right now.
Yeah, with any animal, not just a pet, any animal is going to get aggravated by that. Shoot.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Oh, they put a cherry bomb down the toilet?
Not even down it. They just put it in it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. This is a ongoing thing right now is many cities are seeing having to replace the
public bathrooms and stuff,
Yeah.
like train stations and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're sitting there talking about putting cameras, which I don't know. Now this bathroom, it doesn't have stalls or anything, but I could see, putting it in there so you can see who comes in or something, but not the fact that inside the bathroom seems a little iffy. Oh yeah, I've been in a
Yeah.
few schools that, and it usually they flush it down the toilet, and it does more than just the toilet.
Invasive.
Yeah, and
Yep.
that's why I said it. The fact that they're wanting to put cameras in the bathrooms, that's
sad.
Why can't you put it in like where in front of the door to where you see who comes in, and then you're not actually catching them in the act or anything, but then again you're not catching what actually goes on in the bathroom either. I mean, there's no stall there, so I wouldn't want to go in the bathroom that had cameras in them and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's that, and have you seen where they do the drifting and stuff? They go to these intersections, and a bunch of people show up, and they'll people be doing donuts and drifting in a circle and stuff, and people go out there and see how close I can stand to the vehicle, and then they get knocked clear across the parking lot, and then everybody cheers, woo! That's an ongoing thing too. And I remember my day, we would go to a parking lot and do donuts, but we didn't stand out there and see how close I could get to being hit. And that's about as far as it went. We did crazy stuff, but we weren't stupid, you know. Let's see how close I can get before he hits me. Whoops, I lost. And I may have found out where my cucumbers are going. Go ahead and not that one. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I may have found out where my cucumbers are going.
He's happy though.
Yeah, he's real thrilled about them cucumbers.
Oh, dogs love crunchy things.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like how he bites the end off and tosses it.
Well, that's the most bitter part too, usually.
But
He's like,
anyways, I thought I'd leave you with that. We're at the top of the hour now. Let's see. I don't know.
Yep, he just
if there's any. I'm sure there's lives tonight, but not sure. Yeah. I do know Grow Big TV will be live tomorrow, Thursday.
Mm-hmm. On the 4th. Very good.
Yeah, I do believe. Joe, if you're still in here, are you guys, you and Courtney, going live tomorrow? Other than that, oh, there goes my tornado sirens going off.
Oh, they're going off? Are they testing it now?
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I won't go on until next week. Because this is because I just started with that pump thing, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna give myself a break on it because they took me off my nighttime medication, so I got up a little bit late this morning.
Gotta get used to it.
Yeah, gotta get my body's adjusting to it, which is yesterday I felt great because I didn't have to give a shot to myself or anything, but then it kind of stinks because then you lose that training that you've already had to do the shots and stuff. But crossing my fingers.
Yeah,
have to see 4th of July.
they're actually like 2 hours early because it's noon here when they usually go off. That's why I was like kind of surprised.
Right.
But we're supposed to have some bad storms tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to have like rain, a little bit spotted showers tomorrow and Friday, I believe. It's probably coming from you guys that way. Usually does.
But I will catch everybody tomorrow morning at 9:00. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us this morning, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Be safe. Stay well.
Bye-bye.